Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing intuitive eating snippet number 2, and the topic of today's video is going to be how to know if you are an intuitive eater. And if you answer yes to any of these questions or yes to multiple of these questions, then likely you have not been able to tune into your intuitive eating ability. So let's go ahead and get started. By the way, I'm Joy Hoisington. I'm a functional nutrition coach, and if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to just hit subscribe on my channel so that way you don't miss out on any more of my videos. And I do try to post weekly on Thursdays for Food for Thought Thursday, so that would be awesome if you could subscribe. All right, so let's get to it. So there's many things that a person may do if they're dieting, whether they realize that it's connected to dieting or not. So the first step to figure this out is to explore basically common eating thoughts and behaviors. And so number one, you may stress out during meal choices when grocery shopping. You may scrutinize labels because you're constantly worried that all the wrong foods are going to affect your health. That's one sign. Number two, you may tend to eat really healthy during the week, but then on weekends you give yourself a cheat day or two or time to splurge, and you also may use food as a reward. And the reward factor could be for things such as like avoiding certain foods all week, or eating really well all week for long periods, or working out all week. Number three, you often tell yourself that you're going to eat good tomorrow so that today you can eat whatever you want, and you take it to the extreme. So this could look like, you're going about your day and then all of a sudden you have a craving for McDonald's and you're like, you know what, today I'm just going to go all out with eating whatever I want because tomorrow I'm going to eat better. Or if you are at a party and you realize that your favorite pizza is coming and you're like, I can't miss out on this, so today is going to definitely be like a day where I just eat whatever I want and just completely splurge, and then tomorrow I'm going to eat healthy. And then when you do start eating healthy the next day, you start meticulously paying attention to your calorie intake. Number four, you have tried all kinds of eating plans already, and you think that if you can just find the right eating plan, you're finally going to lose the pounds that you need to get rid of. Number five, you have such a busy schedule that you tend to eat when you're starving and then resort to the fastest, easiest foods available, such as fast food, convenience store food, basically anything that's available to you in the moment. You often end up eating while you're working, driving, on the phone, or doing something else simultaneously at the same time. Number six, you tend to eat anything that's offered at events or business locations, often not even paying attention to which foods or how much. Number seven, you usually finish your plate every time you eat, and even you finish other people's food because you don't want it to go to waste. This can often stem from parenting, actually. If you were raised to finish every bite of food, it sort of teaches the child to override their own fullness cues. Number eight, you tend to think of food as money, and you often choose quantity over quality. If you are getting food out somewhere, you may think, where can I go to get the most food for my money? No food can ever be thrown out, so if it comes down to it, it's going to go in your stomach instead of in the trash. Number nine, you tend to eat when you are bored, emotional, tired, or otherwise not feeling great, regardless of whether you are actually hungry. Emotional eating is a super common thing, so don't feel bad, and it can be taken to all different levels. Eating your emotions is much more acceptable than drinking away your sorrows or taking drugs, even though food acts in the same brain pathways that drugs do. Number 10, you may feel that you have problems with your eating habits and you're just not sure why. You might notice that you have a tendency to eat lots of junk food on and off and you just can't stop, and this usually stems back to emotional eating. Some of us have a harder time identifying how we actually feel before we turn to things like sugar and junk food. So there you have it, 10 ways you know that you are not likely an intuitive eater. Stay tuned into my channel for guidance on how to become an intuitive eater. This is something that I'm doing with these intuitive eating snippets, and it's going to be basically the focus and the purpose of what this series is all about. Next week, we're going to delve into a little bit more on the effects on dieting on the body, whether conscious or unconscious. And for those of you who struggle with any of these tendencies, don't worry, we all struggle with these types of tendencies, even me. Yes, I am human too. But regardless, sometimes having a coach to help walk you through this process can be really life-changing. And I would love to be that person to help support you through your journey and your pursuit of intuitive eating and a healthier lifestyle. It's a super freeing thing to just let go of all the things that we've been taught by society, the media, or wherever. If you're interested, please take a moment to schedule a free 30-minute assessment session with me below, and we can help to determine if we'd be a good fit to work together. I'm going to see you guys all next week. I know that was short and sweet, but it is good food for thought. Have a great day. See you next time.